Hi everybody, I'm Jason with Maker Paradise, a worldwide community of crowdfunders, over 150 successful crowdfunders that we've interviewed so far and that are building this huge network of people helping each other. Today I'm really excited to introduce Danny to our network, Danny Noall, and he's out of Utah, and he's the creator of a campaign called the Infuse, which is just about to wrap up on Indiegogo. They've raised $11,000, which is exciting. So congratulations on that, and I'm really excited to introduce you to Maker Paradise and the community of crowdfunders.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me, Jay. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully I have something good to offer.
No, it's going to be good. So in terms of, just by way of introduction, let's talk about the current product and the current campaign in this part. So what inspired you to create something like Infuse? Before we talk about what is Infuse, just tell me why someone might, just give them background as to why this product needs to exist.
Sure. So Infuse is a flavoring system for your hydration packs. So for your camelbak or osprey pack or whatever it is that you use to go backpacking. And what it does is it attaches on your shoulder strap and it hooks onto the end of the hose. And then as you drink, you have normal water, and then as soon as you want flavor, there's a little dial, and you just turn it down, and it opens up a channel that allows flavor to come in while you drink.
Well, I think the idea is pretty straightforward and also very interesting, because the need that I think that you're addressing, just to talk about the need a little bit more, is that people need to stay hydrated, and that just drinking, if you have a little bit of flavor, it just makes it more enjoyable and maybe increases your hydration. And
sure, that was kind of where we came up with the ideas. I was backpacking, and it got to be so hard to stay hydrated, not because we didn't have water, it just tasted so terrible. And so you would dump some sort of flavoring into that reservoir so you could drink, your 100 ounces for the day, but then it would taste like lemon or cherry or whatever flavor you put in there for the rest of the trip. And then if you left it in there, it just ruined the whole reservoir. And so for us, it really did allow us to stay more hydrated, and also to save our equipment without having to do any cleanup, and without potentially ruining it if we forgot to clean something on it.
Yeah, I think the important thing that you're saying also is that maybe from a just almost a health perspective, there's 2 points. One is that you're going to be more hydrated. The second one, though, is that not having all that stuff, because of the way Infuse works, it doesn't go into your reservoir. So in a sense, your reservoir stays pristine. And if you have a buildup of residual coloring or whatever, that might even eventually lead to a health concern. Whereas with Infuse, you're completely separate, so your reservoir is pristine, and obviously it saves your equipment. So it also has some value there and less mess. Very interesting. So it's nice because it can work. Just to explore a little bit more, is one of the things that kind of is exciting about it is it can work with different reservoirs and different. Can you just talk about that a minute? Like, what can it work with, and what are the limitations?
So it works with 90% of any of the hydration packs. It attaches onto any camelbak, any osprey, any source hydration, any Solomon pack. Any tubing that's that 1/4-inch tubing, it'll work with.
And then what kind of flavors are available?
Sure. So we have 5 flavors, and we have 2 different lines. So we have raspberry lemonade, lemon lime, mixed berry, kiwi strawberry, and then pomegranate mango. And then each of those flavors come in either the natural Infused natural line, which is just your simple stevia sweetener, a small amount of vegetable coloring, and then whatever the natural flavor is. So we have the natural raspberry, natural lemonade, depending on what flavor it is there. And then we also have our performance line that's the same simple flavoring, but we just add in your electrolytes, and then we have a caffeine energy version of it as well. And so you can have what you want when you want it.
I really like it, and I think that I was going to ask you really about that energy line and also the vitamin / electrolyte line, because that to me I think is the really exciting, kind of super exciting part of this. Because if I was on a hiking trip and I could get essentially an energy drink and or a electrolyte replenishment slash, any other kind of supplements I want in the future. But for right now, you've got the electrolytes and you've got the energy drink kind of version. That's extremely exciting. That's really interesting. I don't have to. Essentially, I don't have to buy a Gatorade. I have this, right? And it's kind of like if I don't want to buy a Gatorade, I can use this. If I don't want to buy a Red Bull, I can use this. People can't always take coffee with them wherever they're going. It's really amazing.
Yeah, no, that was really what we saw as well, especially for backpackers. If you're going on a 4 or 5 day trip, you really can't pack in Red Bull, or you really can't pack in. You can pack in Gatorade, but then it's just cumbersome and takes up more and more space. And so for this product, you have the addition of 2 ounces per cartridge, and then you're able to get whatever need filled that you want. And some people just want flavor, and some people just want the electrolytes, and we can give them that option.
And how long will one cartridge last?
One cartridge is designed at the mid-level flavoring, because you can adjust the intensity on it. Is designed at the mid-level flavoring to give you 100 ounces of flavored water. So it's a full reservoir. And that's if you leave it on the whole day. If you turn it on or off, go back and forth.
Approximately how many liters is that?
That's 3 liters.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
And then that, if you turn the flavor down just a little bit, which, if you just want a little hint of flavor just to sip on, 5-6 liters or 150, 200 ounces is definitely a possibility, just depending on how.
Yeah, I think that's how I would use it. I would use it with just a hint, right? It's just a small.
That's how I like it too.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I really think it's a cool idea. So I think for this part of the show, we covered the basics, and for folks who are getting to know you as a crowdfunder, Danny's from Utah, and he's created the Infuse, what inspires him, and he's had his first successful. This is your first Indiegogo campaign, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been a fun roller coaster.
Okay, and so we're going to wrap up this introduction to Danny, and then we're going to come back and meet him again in our subscriber-based, crowdfunder education series. And so for folks who want to learn how he set up his campaign, what he did to make it successful, what he learned that he's going to use to make the next campaign successful if he does it again, that's all going to be in our educator series. So you can click below and subscribe to that. So that's it for this episode to introduce Danny Noall to the crowdfunding community. And for Maker Paradise, this is Jay Sen. See you next time.